Good morning. It is March the 24th, 2016. Tomorrow is Good Friday. The markets will be closed. Monday, Great Britain and parts of Europe's markets will be closed too. So my guess is that as we get past lunchtime today, the trading will slow down. The action will be this morning. And we do have news that can impact the trading. We have durable orders, minus 3%. Could come in lower than forecast. Ex-transportation minus 0.2%. That is the focus. Ex-transportation. Jobless claims 268 could come in higher than forecast. Natural gas inventories, which no one will pay any attention to, plus 20B. The build starts. In KC Fed, last month it was at minus 12. Could come in lower than forecast. China devalued its yuan overnight. The search for terrorists in Belgium continues. That will spread to France, Holland, Denmark, everything around them Germany, as they try to wrap it up. You see reports that immigrants to Europe over the last year, some 2 million, and I mean that's just, and if only 10% of those are potential troublemakers or 15% hardliners, you're talking about 200,000 to 300,000 potential terrorists. Not all of them would be, and ISIS has put stories out where, and nobody knows if they're true or not, that 400 specially trained terrorists have been unleashed on Europe, and there's 80 people in those 400 terrorists that are prepared to, called the Suicide Brigade, that are prepared to kill themselves. And that's a very formidable enemy. And it's, I mean, if the person's willing to die, they don't really care. You're not going to deter those people. So you can't let those people. The best defense is not letting them into the country, and where the Western world is really failing pretty miserably at that. So ex-transportation, durable orders, direction of the E-mini is where the market's focus will be, and the E-mini is pointed lower today. We'll see if the Fed steps in and protects the market, keeps the bottom from falling out in front of the holiday. The selling was precipitated yesterday by the Fed's Bullard, who said we can raise, or we should raise interest rates, or could raise interest rates in April. And the bond market didn't believe him. The selling in the equities started and really didn't look back, and the close was weak. So if the E-mini continues to sell, we should be up. Resistance starts at 16, so the first sell is 15 to 19. Followed by 23 to 27. If the E-mini spills, we do not want to be short. On the buy side, 5 to 9 is buy 1. Got pretty good support at 4 to 8. And then 29 to 01 for buy 2. We do live in interesting times. Perhaps too interesting. I found I don't know if anybody's watched Lilyhammer, but if you've got a far side sense of humor, that juxtaposition of the mafia Italian mindset on the Norwegian mindset, and some of the interplay between what each group thinks is funny and the other one does is pretty damn funny. And it's something I can put down. I don't have any problems getting up and watching the dog. Unfortunately, I found a new one last night, Strike Back, and I'm hooked, and I'm not even through the first episode. My cup of tea, because they're out there getting after terrorists and actually succeeding. And you'd like to think that we're capable of that. Okay, the 30-year is pointed higher. If the E-mini continues to sell, it will go higher. Getting stops above the overnight session high is where we are. So our first sell band is 27 to 31. That's sell 1. Then it pops up to 7 to 11 for sell 2. Option expiration on the 10-year was at 29. 62 to 63 is where the 30-year is for options expiration, and you can see we're quite a bit above that right now. So if the E-mini continues to sell, we do not want to be short, plain and simple. Okay, the breakout came at 20. We have a London low of 11. We've got the last rotate down in X period at 19 and W period at 18 and V period at 17. So 13 to 17 is buy 1. And then 1 to 5 is buy 2. And you have to like the long side of the market better, especially if the stock market continues to sell. Looking at gold, which was further pressured last night, so this 10 to 15 is support. The London low came in at 12, just right below 12, so the last rotate down stopped at 14, so 13 to 15 is buy 1. And then 9 to 11 is buy 2. We had 15 to 17, and 9 to 11 was where our buy was last night. On the sell side, it's 19 to 21. Really, I can get short and don't have a problem staying short, but do like the long side better. And when you get to these single prints, about 50% into them, about where the market could go. So this 27, a little 2 print right there, is probably pretty good resistance. So selling 25, 27 would be the ideal sell. If the stock market sells, I would imagine we'll get some buying, but stock market sold overnight. We didn't get a lot of buying. So we'll see how that plays. Okay, the euro is at lower. Dollar is up. I mean, everything was down overnight except for treasuries and gold. Excuse me, and the dollar, not gold. And we like the short side of the market. The last rotate up stopped at, well, we got all the way up to 12.13. We're at 11.80. Our first buy was 75. We are getting some support there. It does look like we're trading lower. So sell 1. 90 to 112 even. Sell 1. Now, durable orders could affect this. Durable orders is a negative number that this market is being sold in that. If durable orders comes in lower than forecast, this market can rally back a little bit. Because the thinking in that situation is that our economy on a relative basis is a little softer than Europe's is. So we're going to put this 75 out here as buy 1. That's where support is, but I think we should probably be able to do a little bit better, maybe the 1150 area. We do have news on the half hour to get through. Crude oil is headed lower. We had set a resting limit order in that 38.65, 68 area, but we left it yesterday to 39. That's where we would cover our shorts that we'd recommended from, gosh, last Thursday or Friday, probably last Friday. 39 was our trading target as we started out, and leaning against this high right here. So at 38.65, 38.75. And you can see on the first go they did not get stops below 75. They're probing lower. Everything says we should trade lower. And several articles out overnight pointing to how much crude oil is stored above ground and offshore in crude oil carriers, which will be coming onshore as supply as deep as storage allows. So again, the fundamentals are terrible, and the market has been sold and will be sold because of that. Not on any given day, though. I mean, you don't know in this contract. So buy one, 38.25, 38.50. Buy two, 37.75, 38 even. Sell one, 39.25, 39.50. Sell two, 39.75, 40. So we do trade longer term. For some of those that come in, we do make recommendations. We're pretty good at those. And the reason we're pretty good at it is that we get the direction right. And if you get the direction right in swing or position trading, everything falls into place. The difference in that and day trading is not only do you have to get the direction right, you have to get your timing and your price levels correct. And those extra two factors is what makes day trading extremely difficult. So we kind of cover the waterfront. Okay, looking at the E-mini, obviously stops below 2,000 is where we're headed. We got a low volume number at 14.5. We have news today, durable orders -3 could come in lower than forecast. Ex-transportation -0.2. That is the market's focus. Jobless claims 268 could come in higher than forecast. Natural gas +20 BCF. And KC Fed don't know. It was -12 last month. I don't think conditions have improved out here, so it could come in lower than -12. But the focus is durable orders. And what is the Fed going to do when the market opens? Are they going to let nature take its course, gravity take its course, and let it down, or will they step in and support the market? And given the 3/4 day holiday, pretty good chance that they will provide some buffering if the market starts to sell. So first buy area is 10 to 15, and then 2,000 even 2005 will be buy 2. On the sell side, 20 to 25, then 30 to 35. Like the short side of the market, first a structural sell would be right here. 22 to that P period high at 25, so 21.5 to 24.5 would be a pretty good structural sell. And the buy side, I think we have plenty of time to get long. Do like the short side of the market first. Okay, it's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I will get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.